We've seen a ton of remasters in the past, so has it been enough remastered games, or do we really want more? Stay locked in. I'm your host, James, aka J Rock the House. It's another episode of The Rundown. All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Rundown. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all your comments and your likes and the subscribes. And, it's awesome to be able to bring you guys all these videos every week, so stay locked in for more. Today's episode, we are talking about video games that have been remastered. And, have we had enough remasters, or, do we actually really want more? One of my favorite remasters of 2020 so far has definitely been Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. They did such a remarkable job on this game, and it brought me back to, playing back when I was, in grade school and high school and stuff like that. We played the shit out of those games, me and my buddies. And it's just, it was a great game. It was great, nostalgia coming back to that and playing that game. But then there's been a few, remasters that have kind of been shitty. And you're kind of like, why are the developers, remastering those things like that? We've seen the Call of Duties. They weren't bad. They were really cool. Like Modern Warfare got remastered. Modern Warfare 2 got remastered, which were really good. But, we want new games, developers. We want new games. Remasters are cool. 100% you're going to see that more next generation. You're going to see a lot of titles. I'm saying for Sony for the PS5, you're probably going to see a nice remaster of Last of Us 2 Super Enhanced. I know they're doing a backwards compatible thing with that where it's enhanced, but I think they're actually going to do a full-on PS5 remastered version of that game. Maybe not next year in 2021, but 2022 or something like that. Maybe even God of War. I know they're working on God of War Ragnarok, I believe it's called. And so you never know. The remasters are always going to be there. I know there's been some, my buddy out in Chicago, Mikey, he kind of gave me a little insight. He's a big, Need for Speed fan. He saw kind of a poster leaked online about Need for Speed Most Wanted. So are they redoing that? I would like to see, a Need for Speed Underground remaster, which would be amazing, especially on next gen. I really enjoyed Need for Speed Heat that just came out, which was really good too. So that'd be cool. EA, if you're listening, that would be awesome if you did a little remaster of Need for Speed Underground, or just come up with a new Underground game, which would be awesome too. If I had to pick one game right now from the past to be, remastered or anything, whether it's on Nintendo, Xbox, Sony, I'm going with my boy Earthworm Jim, but I want to see a full-on remaster next gen, something really cool, maybe something like first person, then third person. Who knows, they probably won't do that, but that'd be pretty awesome if they did. But there's a lot of games from back in the past that just need to stay in the past. Just don't touch them. We don't want to see remasters. I know people have been asking about remasters for Left 4 Dead, all that kind of stuff. We don't want that. Those games are classic. So leave those alone. Certain games you can remaster, it's cool. I'm still on the fence with it. I'd rather see new games coming out and developers working on newer titles, especially for next generation because the new consoles are coming out. But you know what? They're always going to be remastered. They're always going to do some sort of definitive edition. And Mafia is coming out. They just did that as well. So some decent games are getting remastered, so it's okay. But developers work on next generation and focus on giving us new games. So that's my kind of thoughts on where I am with remastered. But if you're looking for my top remastered game, like I said, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 is remastered, and it was phenomenal. So check that out, guys. We've got a review coming for that very soon as well. So stay locked in. I'm your host, James. Another episode of The Rundown in the books. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I want to see your comments below, guys, and I will do my best to comment back. So stay tuned for next week's episode, and we'll keep you guys informed.